Hey guys, we're looking at relative minimums and maximums of a graph, but more important, well, the other skill you need to know how to do is be able to find the relative minimums and maximums on your computer. So, what is the relative minimum or maximum? Relative min or relative max is the highest or the lowest point on a graph in a certain area. So, let's say that the relative min, or we also call it a local min, is when the graph changes from an increasing section to a decreasing section. And then a relative max or local max is when the graph changes from decreasing to increasing. Okay, so look at the graph on our screen right now. So we're going to start from the left to the right. I'm just going to label my increasing, decreasing parts right now. So this linear part, that's increasing, we're sliding down, so decreasing, sliding up right here. That's increasing, back to decreasing, increasing, back to decreasing. Okay. So this point at the top right there changes from increasing to decreasing. So this is a relative max. Again, we're changing from increasing to decreasing. So relative max. Right here, relative max. I think you looked at these last year. And then the point right here, the valleys. Well, let's make this something else. Okay, so the graph changes from decreasing arm to an increasing arm. So this is a relative min. And then likewise, this one is also a relative min or a local min. All right, in our calculator now, this graph it's a nice graph, but it's really hard for us to tell what the exact points of the relative mins and maxes are because, graphing, it's hard to see if there's decimals or whatever. So we're going to look at the calculator. I went ahead and pressed y equals and then typed in the equation for my line, my polynomial. I'm going to graph, okay, and it looks like this, okay? So different one from the one we just looked at, okay? If you can't see your graph nicely, I notice my window's at a -10 to 10, -10 to 10 range. So if you press zoom 6, it'll always turn your window back to that -10 to 10, -10 to 10. I'm going to look at this first relative max or min, and it's a min because the graph changes from decreasing to increasing. The way I'm going to do this is press second trace, and you see where it says minimum, number 3. I'm press number 3. Now my calculator, I need to tell my calculator where to look for the minimum. So the left bound is going to build a wall or like a barrier, so that the graph it will restrict the graph to only a certain part. So if I put the cursor anywhere on the left side of the minimum, then press enter. Then move the cursor for the right bound anywhere to the right of the minimum. So the right of the minimum. Then it says guess, press enter one more time, and it tells me my minimum value is negative 0.821, comma negative 9.774. You're going to do the same thing for a maximum. So let's look at this maximum point. Second trace, and then instead of 3, we're going to press 4. Okay. Again, it's going to say left bound, right bound, guess. So I'm going to set my left bound to be like, I don't know, that's good. Left bound, right bound, guess. And it says that the maximum is 2.917, comma, 8.017. I want you guys to find your last local minimum. And that is it.